There is a tiny thing your cat does when they look at you. Something so small and so quiet that almost everyone misses it completely. Maybe they catch your eye across the room, and they slowly, lazily close their eyes and open them again. Maybe their tail lifts straight up with a little curl at the top the second you walk in. Most people see these things 1,000 times and never realize what is happening. They think their cat is just being a cat, aloof, indifferent, doing its own thing. But what if I told you that these little signals are the deepest way a cat knows how to say I love you, and that 99% of owners are reading their cat completely wrong? I am Dr. Leo Tran, your neighborhood vet, and after years of watching cats and the people who adore them, I can tell you that cats are not the cold, uncaring animals people think they are. They love deeply. They just say it in a quiet language almost nobody was ever taught to read. Today, I am going to teach you that language, sign by sign, so you finally know exactly what your cat is telling you. And stay until the end, because there is a twist. The very same signals that show love can, when they suddenly change, be the first warning that your cat is sick. Let me start with the most beautiful one, the signal that melts me every time I see it, because it is the closest thing a cat has to a kiss. It is called slow blink. Picture your cat sitting a little distance away, calm, looking at you. And slowly, deliberately, they close their eyes, hold for a moment, and open them again. That is not your cat being sleepy. In the wild, closing your eyes near another animal is the ultimate act of vulnerability because it means letting your guard down completely. So when your cat slow blinks at you, they're telling you, in the most profound way they can, I trust you completely. I feel safe with you. Researchers and behaviorists call it the feline version of a kiss, and here is the wonderful part. You can answer them. The next time your cat slow blinks, look at them softly and slowly close and open your own eyes right back. I promise you, you will see cats respond to this because you are speaking their language, telling them I love you and I am safe too. Try it tonight. It is the single best way to bond with a cat. The next signal lives in the tail, and once you learn it, you will see it constantly. A cat's tail is an emotional flag, and the happiest, most confident greeting in the entire cat world is the tail held straight up, vertical, often with a soft little curl or hook at the very tip, like a question mark. When your cat walks towards you with that tail up like a flagpole, they are not just passing by. That is a genuine, joyful hello, the same greeting kittens give their mother. If they then wrap that tail around your leg or your arm, that is the equivalent of a hug, a deliberate act of connection. Compare that to a tail tucked low, or puffed up, or lashing hard side to side, which signal fear or agitation. But that confident vertical tail with the little curl, walking right at you, is one of the clearest I am happy to see you signals a cat can send. Now let me tell you about a cat named Smokey, because Smokey taught his owner this next one without a single word. Every evening when his owner sat down, Smokey would march over and firmly bump the top of his head against her chin, then rub the side of his face along her cheek. She thought for years he was just being demanding, asking to be fed. He was actually doing something far sweeter. It is called bunting, or head bumping, and cats have scent glands on their cheeks and forehead. When your cat bumps and rubs their face on you, they are depositing their scent on you, marking you as part of their family, their colony, their safe group. In the cat world, you do not waste your precious family scent on someone you do not love. So when your cat headbutts you, understand what it means. They are claiming you. They are saying, you are mine, you belong to me, you are family. There is almost nothing more affectionate a cat can do. The next one happens on your lap, often when you least expect it, and people get it wrong all the time. Your cat climbs up, settles in, and begins pressing their front paws into you, one then the other, slow and rhythmic, sometimes with a little drool and a faraway look. We call it kneading, or making biscuits. This goes all the way back to kittenhood, when a nursing kitten kneads against its mother to stimulate the flow of milk. It is one of the most deeply comforting, content behaviors a cat has, wired to their earliest feelings of safety and love. So when an adult cat climbs onto you and starts kneading, they are not just getting comfortable. They are showing you a trust and contentment that reaches all the way back to being a baby with their mother. You have become, to them, a source of that same primal comfort. The claws can sting a little, I know. Lay down a soft blanket and take it as the compliment it truly is. There are a few more I want you to recognize, because they round out the language. When your cat flops over and shows you their belly, that is not always an invitation to rub it, and many a hand has learned that the hard way. It is something more important. The belly is the most vulnerable part of a cat, and exposing it means they feel completely, totally safe in your presence. It is one of the ultimate signs of trust. When your cat grooms you, licking your hand or your hair with that rough little tongue, they are doing what cats only do for those in their inner circle, sharing scent and care the way they would with another cat they love. And when your cat simply follows you from room to room, supervising your every move, sitting just to be in the same space as you, that quiet companionship is its own steady declaration. They want to be near you. That is love, expressed as presence. There are a few quieter signals worth knowing too, because they fill in the rest of the sentence your cat is speaking. Listen to their voice. Cats barely meow at each other as adults. They developed the meow almost entirely to talk to us, which means the little chirps, trills, and conversational meows your cat aims at you are a language they invented just for their humans. That short, rising trill when you walk in, almost a question, is a happy greeting, the same sound a mother cat uses to call her kittens to follow. When your cat trills at you, they are greeting a loved one. Then there is where they choose to sleep. A cat at rest is a cat at its most defenseless. So when your cat falls asleep on you, or curls up pressed against you, or even just picks the spot closest to where you are, they are paying you the highest compliment in their world. They are trusting you to guard them while they are helpless. The cat sleeping on your chest is not just warm. They feel safe enough with you to let go completely. And then there are the gifts, the ones that make us squeamish. The toy dropped at your feet, or, for the outdoor hunters, something far less pleasant left on the doorstep. As unsettling as it is, this is an act of care. In the cat's mind, they are a capable provider sharing the bounty of a successful hunt with their family, the way a mother cat brings prey to her kittens to teach and to feed. A cat does not share food with someone they consider a stranger, so the next time you find a slightly chewed toy mouse placed deliberately by your shoe, try to see it for what it is, a gift from someone who is proud to take care of you. Let me tell you about a cat named Willow, because she shows how this all comes together and how it can change. Willow was a shy rescue who spent her first month hiding under the bed, and her owner was convinced she would never bond. Then came the first slow blink from the doorway, then a tail-up greeting in the morning. Then, one night, Willow climbed up and slept against her owner's side, kneading softly before she settled. Her owner had not done anything dramatic. She had simply been patient, calm, and consistent, and let Willow come to her. If you have a nervous or standoffish cat, that is the whole secret. Do not loom over them or force the contact. Get low, blink slow, let them approach and sniff your hand, and reward every brave step with calm, quiet attention. Feed them on a predictable schedule, play with them with a wand toy to build positive association, and give them high perches and safe hiding spots so they feel secure. Trust, with a cat, is not demanded. It is earned, slowly, and then offered as a gift. And once a cat decides you are family, that loyalty runs deep and quiet for the rest of their life. Now here is the twist I promised, and it is the reason I, as a vet and not just a cat lover, care so much about this language. Once you truly know your cat's normal signals, their slow blinks, their tail-up greetings, their headbutts and kneading, you hold a powerful early warning system in your hands. Because cats hide illness and pain better than almost any animal alive, and very often the first sign that something is wrong is not a dramatic symptom. It is a quiet change in these very behaviors. The affectionate cat who suddenly stops greeting you, stops slow blinking, hides away, and wants to be left alone, may not be moody. They may be in pain or feeling sick. And just as telling, the independent cat who suddenly becomes unusually clingy, following you everywhere and desperate for contact, can also be signaling that they feel unwell. So pay attention, not just to the love, but to changes in how it is expressed. A sudden shift in your cat's normal affection, especially alongside changes in appetite, litter box habits, or energy, is a real reason to call your vet. Knowing their language lets you catch trouble early, when it matters most. Let me clear up the biggest myth while I am here, the one that breaks my heart, that cats are aloof and do not really love their people. It is simply not true. Cats form deep, genuine attachments. They have just never been as loud about it as dogs. Their love is quieter, subtler, written in slow blinks and curled tails and the gentle press of a forehead against your chin. The owners who feel unloved by their cats are almost always just reading the wrong language. Once you learn to read the right one, you discover your cat has been telling you they love you all along. So tonight, watch for it. Catch that slow blink and send one back. Notice the tail go up like a flag when you come home. Feel the headbutt for what it really is. Your cat has been speaking to you this whole time, in a language of trust and belonging, and now you finally understand it. And keep a gentle eye on those signals, because the same language that tells you they love you will also be the first to whisper if they ever stop feeling well. If this changed how you see your cat, do me one small favor and tap that like button, because it helps me reach other cat owners who think their cat does not love them, when really they just have not learned to listen. Hit subscribe so you never miss our cat health and behavior tips, and tell me in the comments, does your cat slow blink at you, and what is their name? I read every single one. Until next time, send your cat a slow blink from me, from Dr. Leo Tran. Listen to their quiet language, and